Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live broadcast. I cannot hear you.
Are you looking for hands-on training to build the freight broker business of your dreams?
You got a green background screen?
Make that dream a reality with a unique opportunity to learn from the best. We're offering our freight broker training and broker business builder courses to give you the competitive advantage to build a successful and profitable freight broker business right from the start. You'll gain access to the live training from expert freight specialists and receive direct mentoring to help you achieve more. We're also offering you our turnkey book of business emails that will help you gain new leads and grow your sales. Choose from our affordably priced packages, and after you complete the 90-day course, you'll be placed on our expert team of brokers. So if you're ready to build your financial future and push your freight broker business to new levels, then contact one of our sales representatives to join our next presentation at 5 p.m. You won't want to miss this opportunity. Contact us today.
One more time. We'll just let that play.
Are you looking for hands-on training to build the freight broker business of your dreams? Then make that dream a reality with a unique opportunity to learn from the best. We're offering our freight broker training and broker business builder courses to give you the competitive advantage to build a successful and profitable freight broker business right from the start. You'll gain access to the live training from expert freight specialists and receive direct mentoring to help you achieve more. We're also offering you our turnkey book of business emails that will help you gain new leads and grow your sales. Choose from our affordably priced packages, and after you complete the 90-day course, you'll be placed on our expert team of brokers. So if you're ready to build your financial future and push your freight broker business to new levels, then contact one of our sales representatives to join our next presentation at 5 p.m. You won't want to miss this opportunity. Contact us today.
Podcast, live video podcast here on a Friday. Kind of a cold Friday outside. Can you girls hear me okay on the mics? Good deal. Today we have a special guest from EIN Credit, Scott Saxon. Scott, are you with us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I am. Cam, how are you, sir?
Awesome. Doing great. 100%. Uh, yeah, Scott and I have been working around the business credit thing for quite a while. It's pretty amazing the amount of freight brokers that are getting in every day. I mean, it seems like every time I look up, there's another freight agent service, freight broker training service. When I first got into the game years and years ago, there's like a half a dozen. We all knew each other. Very rare to run into somebody that was teaching anything to do with freight brokering that we didn't all know. But now they're like McDonald's. Everywhere you look, there's another one. However, what I've seen lately, it's a little disturbing. What I've seen is, although broker numbers are being issued every day, new MCs, it seems like every time I turn around, there's a new MC out with a new broker trying to make it. They're failing and they're falling off. I've talked to brokers 30, 60, 90 days old, 6 months, and even recently a year old. And they're falling apart and they're failing because they don't have any credit. They just don't build their business credit. So brought on my good friend Scott Saxon here from Truebill Business Credit, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the business model, what they do, how they do it, why they do it. So I'm just going to click my little microphone off. Scott, take it away. Tell us a little bit about what the program looks like.
All right. Thanks, Cam. Yep. Appreciate you all being here as well. And again, my name is Scott. I'm one of the advisors here at our corporate office, TrueBuild. And a little bit about our company. We've been building business credit or corporate credit for companies for 20 years, and we've helped about 50,000 people now. And we still do it the same way. This is a full service program. What we do is structure a completely separate business credit profile for your company. When I say separate, I mean separate from your personal credit. So we never look at that. We do not use your social, and we don't need any personal guarantees from you as well. All of the credit and capital that we arrange for a company is tied to the EIN number, and that's how it should be. Um, Basically, just like you and I have personal credit, every company needs to have its own credit. A nice analogy is Microsoft does not need Bill Gates's credit to buy whatever it wants in the world. It has its own standalone credit. And when you think of it like that, credit is an asset for your company. If you had a strategy to sell your company someday, that credit will go with the company. Therefore, your company would be valued more having its own credit profile. The way it works here within our company is you'd be assigned professional technicians, and they'll literally condense about 2 to 3 years of credit building for you down into 6 months. So there's 3 tiers in corporate credit, and we'll have you at tier 3 status in about 6 months or less. So tier 3 status would have an individual or a company with business trade lines, corporate store cards, corporate fuel cards. That's huge for your industry, obviously. And these accounts will lead into corporate visas and MasterCards. So all of this will allow you to grow your business on other people's money, as they say, and you wouldn't have to use your personal assets, which could be dangerous. This program is also turnkey. We do about 90% of the work for you, and it's also a lifetime membership. So as long as you want to continue to grow your credit profile with us, you've paid once up front, and that's it. You are a member for life, and there's no additional fees. And that is basically it in a nutshell.
I like it, Scott. I like it. Um, and of course, we have this program featured in our lifetime program. We call it the 1 year or the lifetime. It vacillates back and forth. Sometimes we offer it for a year and sometimes a lifetime. But in any case, the idea being this is something that people are going to do permanently. And I noticed right away when I started working with you that this is something that they're spending anyway. They're needing these products anyway. This is not something you spend money on in addition to build these first tier, second tier, third tier credit lines. These are something that are critical. Say, for example, on our carrier side, we're in critical need of fuel cards so that we can get a slight reduction in price and a kickback, or if you would, a incentive on our diesel fuel for our vehicle, for our carrier side. So anybody that's got carrier capability or carrier authority is going to need fuel cards. And, after that, you're going to have maintenance, um, just everything.
Hey, Steve, it's Gabriel calling you back at TrueBuild Corporate Credit Network. I was calling to help you with business credit lending. You on our website. We've got
Eye
a
on
loans
it?
we can help you with
My back? Good deal.
business
So Scott, you still with us?
Yes, I am.
We
I
had a
thought.
minor glitch there, a little technical, but it popped right back on.
Well, I'm glad you're not mad at me.
No, 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 wasn't you? No, no, no. So basically, fuel cards, things in the industry that you need anyway. I know we use Quill, Uline, and Granger for a little bit of everything. I mean, we have any average everyday office materials, office supplies. We use those, and it's $50 or more, something like that. Very, very reasonable for the normal stuff you're going to get every day. But I've watched that paydex score move up from I suppose in the 60s, and it's up around 85 now. And of course, business credit being 0 to 100 instead of whatever to 850 like personal credit. It's a different animal. You got to have that nav, got to have nav on there to watch it, and you want to pay things at the right time. Duns and Bradstreet numbers. It's just a fascinating science on the credit building side that I've found, and we do roll it all up under one price and one ticket with our lifetime program. So it's something that we feature, and again, something we do twice. Actually, we have our Fresh Start Freight program on the broker side. We have True Build Credit, and then on the carrier side, for the Golden Phoenix, we have a completely separate one over there. Different separate EIN, separate credit, right? So we run into brokers every day who, or now and then, in our training program, and they say, we don't need anything, but we don't need any training. All we need to know is where to get customers. And I always tell them, well, that's like saying when you go to Oxford or Cambridge or Yale, well, I don't need any training. I just want to be here for the football game. I don't need any education. Because if you're not getting customers and you're a freight broker, then you pretty much all you have is a license. So you have a license to move freight and no freight. It's like paying a tuition to Harvard and going for the recreational activities. It's not cost effective. So if you're going to build a brokerage and you don't build your business credit, eventually, no matter how much money you move through your system or how much capital that you develop, if you haven't got your credit system in structure, I feel like it's a pillar. I think it's the foundation of a business is the business credit structure. So that's being one man's personal opinion. I do see large part of the brokerages going out of business for lack of capital and lack of credit. So I appreciate you, Scott. I guess we'll let you drift on and finish your wonderfully cold Friday. And we're gonna do a little competition today. I think we're gonna do a little comp matching and how we do a little bit of our cold calling kind of thing and reaching out to people versus the next guy. Everybody's got a different approach. I think we have a unique one. So we're gonna spend just a few minutes working on our program, and then hopefully we can get you back on in a week or so with another section, maybe explaining one of the how the first tier works or something. Just anything you want to bring up. I'd like to keep you on as a regular though, because the one question we get that night and day is, how can you help us build our business credit? So better you than me, because I'm of course third party.
Right.
So yeah, if we can get you back on, we'll try to set something up and get your question and answer session made.
Well, I would love that, and any way that I can help. And I think that breaking down the layers would only take a few minutes, and that would be very helpful as well for folks to understand, how to capture the spending that they're already doing in their life, not just business but personal, and applying that towards their business credit. Obviously, in 20 years, we've mastered this process, and there's no quicker way to get it done. So, and it is powerful, like you said, it's a pillar of any business. If you look at every business plan in corporate America, one of the first items on there is how they're going to get their credit and their funding. So,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, any way I can help, thank you so much for having me in today, and I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you, Scott Saxon, for True Build Credit. If you get a chance and want to pop over to the website, it's truebuildcredit.com. It's the same program that we run into our bundle, so check it out, look at pricing. Ask for Scott. Sure, you appreciate that. Scott, we appreciate you, and we'll holler at you next time, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Cam.
God bless you, brother. So, Scott Saxon, True Build Credit. True Build Credit's been around a long time. Great people. They're going to help build your credit based on your EIN, which is your business credit, not your social. So, anybody out there have any questions are more than welcome to hit us up and ask anything that they'd like to. We're gonna talk a little bit today about some of the differences that we have, just fresh off the grill, so to speak, this last month or so. It's really only been a week, hasn't it, since our last broadcast? But I do want to bring out some of the highlights of what we were doing and what some of the other folks have to do. See what I can do about bringing some things on here from the old computer live. Let's have a look. Right here. So, ladies, if you have anything to say as far as how the week's been, how the training's been, anything new, you are more than welcome. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's me.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I don't really have nothing to say about it.
Hey, you talk to us about the shipping, packing, and all of the cool stuff that you do with the material. Everything you do every day. Let's hear it. Can you hear me now? Can both of you guys hear me? All right. Let's see. Kayla's got her mic muted. Derek, can you hear me through the system? All right. Let's see. Ah, no sound. Okay. Well. All right. Good. Good. Can you hear me now, Tim? I'll try to get this. Try to get the old. Let's see here. All right. Can you see that on the screen, guys?
Yep.
All right. So basically, let's just walk through the process on how we do our boxing, our unboxing, the whole process. Okay. Everything that you do every day should have a process to it. That way, you don't have a problem with forgetting what you're doing, forgetting why you're doing it, forgetting that it got done. All right. I used to know a guy one time. His whole job was to put one widget in one box and put the lid on the box, and he'd ship it out every day. And invariably, at the end of the day, without without any hesitation, the boss would have to chew him out every day because he would forget one of those items. He'd either forget to put the item in the box, or he'd forget to put the box lid on the box, or he'd put 2 items in the box instead of 1, or just some combination of craziness. And I thought to myself, how was it possible for some person, live human being, that had some sense, because I knew him, he had some sense, to forget such a simple thing? But the process happens is like this. Your mind wanders. You start thinking about your snack coming up at 10 o'clock, or your lunch coming up at lunchtime, or whether or not you remember to wash your car, or just anything. When your mind wanders, then you forget where you were at. Did you put the washer in the box, or did you put 1 washer and not 2? So, years and years and years ago, engineers came up with a system of checks and balances. They called checks and balances. And what they did is they put 3 pieces of paper out in front of you, and you put the box on the square for step 1. And there's a picture of that box right there. Empty. Then you put the box on step 2, and it's got a picture of that box with, guess what? The washer in it. So you take the washer from that spot and you put it in there. And then you move it to the 3rd spot, and it's got a picture of that box and that washer, and guess what? It's got the lid on it. So you put the lid on it. Then it's got a little picture of a big smiley face and the box done, and you put it over here and it's done. And you may think, I'm telling you, you may think that that's simplistic, but if you do not have a plan, you are planning to fail. Period. You're going to forget to put something in the box, or you're going to put too many somethings in the box, or you're going to put something in the box and it's all going to be right, and you're going to forget. You're going to have to open the thing up and look at it again. So watch as I demonstrate. You got a picture, all right? And you look at that picture and say, I'm going to put all of the books for the Fresh Start Freight / Golden Phoenix program in a box. And I'm going to make sure these get out to the customers. And I'm not going to put too many books in the box. And I'm going to put the wrong books in the box. I'm not going to put no books in the box. I'm not going to forget to put the book in the box. I'm going to make sure they all go out. And this is what it looks like. You got a picture. And you go, first thing I'm going to put in is this book. And it's unique. It says on it, Fresh Start Freight Builders, your own freight builder booker business. It's got code calling scripts on it. It's got a paperback price of $19.95 on Amazon. It's unique. You make sure the picture matches, and you put it in the empty box, because this is the first one. All right, so the box starts off empty. You look in it, doesn't have anything in it. You put one of these in it. And next, you got another book, Fresh Start Freight Broker Business, your own freight broker business, COVID Essential Freight Products, COVID Essential Freight book. It's unique. It's completely different from the first one. All right, it's going to be different from the third one, and it is number 2. So you look in the box. Now we have 1 book in there. Got a little picture of it. 1 book in the box, and we put number 2 in there. Number 3. It's red. It's completely different. Right? Retail price $49.95. Freight Broker Training Series. Fresh Start Freight Shippers for Agents and Brokers. This is a book that has 395 pages. It's in English. Publication date's right here. The dimensions are on there. This little symbolism right here means that once this is packed and shipped, it'll have a barcode on it. The item weight is 2.48 pounds. That tells you how big it should be. It's in the bestsellers rank, and it tells you the authors, which is me, Dr. Cameron Todd. All of these details right here, they're all on the ISBN number, which is that barcode that's on the back of the box. So, boom, you put it in the box. Next, how fascinating is this? There's another one, $4.99 is how long, this many pages are in this book. It's got Freight Broker Training, Fresh Start Freight Shippers for Agents and Brokers. It's got the paperback edition from Amazon on there for $49.95. It's another resource book, which means it's full of shippers for agents and brokers. And it's, again, you can see all the details at the bottom. If it's 499 pages, you know it's going to be a little heavier than that other one. This is 3.1 pounds. That's a heavy book. So even if the picture makes it look thin, it's not thin. It's like almost 2 inches thick. So moving right along, that's number 5. Same thing here for number 6, volume 2. Okay, $59.95 retail, Freight Broker Training, Fresh Start. It's got the name of the title on it. It's got the author on it. It's got $3.95 on the pages, 2.48 on the pounds. Means it's a little smaller than the one we just put in. Next, this is the Fresh Start Lifestyles Build Your Own Freight Broker Business Swimsuit Edition. Again, available on Kindle. Doesn't cost anything on Kindle. Paperback is $29.99. Now, the swimsuit edition is quite interesting. It's got the swimsuit beauties in it, and it's the book that we actually drop ship inside the penitentiaries, jails, halfway houses, reentry facilities. And it doesn't just have to be somebody that's had a less than perfect background that's been had a brush with the law. It can also be anybody, any place, anywhere that's disenfranchised from their former job and maybe wants to work from home. They still qualify for the Golden Phoenix program. So the Golden Phoenix program is the back half of this logo. You see the truck on the front and the Golden Phoenix on the back, and that is why, because the Golden Phoenix program is a program designed to give everybody a second chance. They may be from wherever they're starting, might be a less than perfect spot to start, but anyone can qualify, possibly be even scholarshiped in. So if you need further information on any of those programs, don't forget to call Kayla or Dara, the two lovely ladies with me today, at the 877-762-4560 number. And they can get you a scholarship application, or at least tell you more details about the program. So, going on through, we have number 8. 717 pages. Of course, it's in English. Publication date when it came out. Dimensions, ISBN number, same thing we talked about before. You can reach this on Amazon as well for $19.95. It's a reference manual. It's got shippers and agent information in it. And again, a paperback, and available just like the other 12 on Amazon. Finally, Mastering the Art of the Broker, the Freight Broker Mindset. It's available at $2.95 on Kindle, paperback $15.95. This one's a little kind of special. The first half of this book is step-by-step instructions on how to achieve the freight broker mindset. All right, people that have substance and wealth and power think differently than other people, or so I used to think. But what actually happens is people start to think differently, and then they become wealthy. Okay, that's what happens. Wealthy people stop thinking about people that don't have anything. They start thinking about other people that they can help. The first guaranteed path to success is to start thinking about other people before yourself. So I'm going to start with saying, one gesture is to drive through McDonald's in the morning at breakfast time, pay for the car behind you. Don't even look at it. Just say, hey, what's in the car behind me? And pay for it in advance. That's one way that millionaires think. All right, Elvis Presley once bought 32 Cadillacs in one day and gave them away. That's the way people think with the millionaire mindset. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy 32 Cadillacs, but I am saying you can pay for a breakfast biscuit at McDonald's every now and then. Either way, you're thinking of other people before yourself. So one of the first things you learn when you start working with either Kayla or Dara or myself in the Freight Broker Mindset with either Fresh Start, or you're working with the Golden Phoenix side, is that's something that we require. We require you to be a bigger person than the average person just trying to make a living. We want you to be a special kind of person, a person that can learn, and a person that understands that helping people get where they're trying to go in life is more important than where you're at. Okay? It takes a special person. So let's talk about the Heavy Haul series. Brand new resource books, brand new system coming out. The middle to end of February, we'll be done with it. I'm on chapter 12. I thought it was going to be a 12-chapter book. I thought I'd be done by now. But as I started digging down deep into it, I discovered that I didn't really have a really good, solid 2022 book. And 2021 was a real good year for us. We learned a lot in 2021. But for 2022, I want to tell you, we're doing everything completely different than we did. So if you experienced us or you worked with us at all in the previous years from 2020 to now, the machine is completely different now. Kayla and Dara will tell you, I've changed it a dozen times already since they've come on board, and they've only been on board for about 6 months, maybe less. And the reason is we're constantly evolving, constantly changing. We're trying to make life better for everybody. Somebody commented the other day, and this kind of cracked me up. They were like, well, I'm a broker. Why would I want to do business or learn from somebody that's got an MC that's only 2 years old? Well, I also have 30 years of experience. It's not the first MC that I've ever been part of. I've been in freight since the beginning of the 80s. So the experience is there. We've got over 100 years altogether. If you add all of the years all of us have in the freight. So don't get to looking at an MC number and because it's 2 years old thinking that I've been doing this for 2 years. That'd be a serious mistake. All right. You can talk to me for 10 minutes and find out that I know more than that. And most people are that way. So stop looking at the surface value of things. Stop listening to people on YouTube. Stop listening to people's comments on Facebook. I mean, I see people comment on Facebook that have never moved a load in their life. I've seen people comment on Facebook that are dispatchers, which don't even exist. You're either a broker or an agent or you're a carrier. I've seen truck drivers comment on what brokers know or don't know, and they don't have a clue. They're not a broker. And I've seen brokers comment the other way toward carriers. The truth is, everybody out there has something that they know and are good at. And what I want you to focus on, instead of why or why not somebody should or shouldn't be doing what they're doing, is get that big, huge 2x4 out of your own eye before you go to look for that toothpick or that speck of sawdust in the next person's eye, all right? When I say go out and research freight brokers and freight agent trainers, I mean go out and research people that are currently doing it and are in the industry, not somebody that did it 10 years ago. I mean, would you go by any other 10-year-old statistics? I don't think so. Does anybody remember who was president 10 years ago? Who could tell me who was president 10 years ago without looking it up, without Googling it? I thought so. See what I'm saying? All right, so popping on, we're going to go through a little bit more. Got Heavy Haul Resource 2, and finally Heavy Haul Carrier Series. The only book that's left is the one that hasn't been published yet because I'm finishing it up, and that's the Heavy Haul Training Manual. So we showed you all these awesome book slides so that you can understand that it's all part of our program. It's a 90-day program. It's $8.99, $95, it's $4.49 down, $2.49 a month. Or you could do $4.49 down, $75 a month for 30 installments if you'd rather. And let's take a look at that, guys. Let's look at some of the things on it I just want to bring up. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to present more than anything the differences that we make than the average Joe. All right? We've got folks out there selling courses for twice or 3 times as much that have no personal mentorship. And we're all about personal mentorship. We've got 100% commission until you get your return on investment back. So you get 100% of the commission on your loads till you get your $8.99 back. And then we give you a 90-10 commission split. All right, you get all those softback books we just looked at, but in addition to that, you also get them in video format. You get them in PowerPoint format. You get them in ebooks. You get them in ebooks immediately. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you know that for a 90-day plan, if you just add it up, take that $900, divide it by 90 days, you're looking at about $10 a day. Now, where can you go on the planet and spend $10 a day? A junior college, a seminar, a live instruction, I don't know. Where can you go spend $10 a day and get your books paid for? Get your materials paid for? Get your shippers, a list of 10 shippers right there in print. We've got access to 5 major digital shipper databases, prepaid for a year. Your resources are paid for $10 a day. Just imagine, all right? I think, if I'm not wrong, I think that the national average is around $13 a day for minimum wage. This is less than minimum wage for 90 days. Go to work at Burger King for 90 days, or purchase this course and have an empire, build your own business. I mean, it just doesn't seem like much of a competition to me. Something to think about, all right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and let the ladies talk for just a minute about the ins and outs and what they've been up to while I look for my next slide. Derek, Kayla, anything pop to mind during my interesting, although brief soliloquy? If so, let's hear it.
Well, I was going to say that you are absolutely correct. There is millions of freight broker trainings out there, but here you get one-on-one mentorship all the time. You're free to call anytime that you want to. We'll answer your questions, and even if we can't answer your questions, we'll help you troubleshoot and figure out someone who can.
Do what, Kayla? You got anything, Kayla, on the mic?
No, I think y'all covered it basically, because all we're here to do is to help people build their own business and be able to do their own thing, and you can't put a price on that.
I like it. I like it. I'm just going to play one quick video, and then we'll come back and do a little closer on it. This video brought to our sponsor by one of our sponsors today, which would be us. The Fresh Start Freight Broker Business is brought to you today. We'll let this video play.
When it comes to logistics and transportation, you need more than a dependable freight broker. You need someone who partners with you and provides top quality customer service when you need it most. At Fresh Start Freight, we believe in putting your needs first. As a smaller brokerage, we aren't bogged down with managing too many clients. Instead, we take time to make every interaction personal and fulfilling. As a result, we have the resources and flexibility to cater to your requirements and move the barriers to your transportation goals. As a BBB certified business and with $150,000 in general liability insurance, $50,000 more than our competitors, we are focused on looking out for you and your business. We can even offer additional coverage on per load basis to bring customizable solutions that work for you and your budget. With a nationwide team at your disposal, Fresh Start Freight wants to help take your transportation needs to new heights. Let us work 24/7 to find incredible pricing for your next load. Contact us today to get started.
All right. I guess that's all we have for today. Can you girls still hear me okay? All right. So in effect, we are fully licensed, bonded, and insured freight broker company. We do have carrier authority. We have trucks, and we've been in business for a little over 2 years now on this MC number and with this carrier authority. We are launching a plan to have over 500 trucks in the next year. We would like to have, we have about 225 agents nationwide. We'd like to encourage you, if you are interested in becoming an agent, working with us under our banner. The cost is very, very minimum. You can get started for as little as $100 down and work on a payment plan and work your way through. If you have excuse me. If you have friends, family, or loved ones that are interested, one of our plans, we do train up to 3 people at the same time to train your team for the same price as one. It's a team effort. We also have, like I said before, the Go to Phoenix program, which is an entry-level program that does have a scholarship availability. If you or yourself, friends, family member, loved one that's incarcerated, we can drop ship them materials so that they can learn about the freight broker agency businesses now. And upon returning home, they'll have their own business. Okay? No need to worry about probation, parole violations for no income. They can start their own business. We also have a split program where we literally start the program on the outside now with the friend, family member, loved one support team, while the gentlemen or the ladies are still incarcerated. They learn on the inside. The outside group starts on the outside. They can actually develop a working income base today so that they can afford to send money to the canteen or to the books, to the store on the inside, or they can develop housing monies, transportation, clothing, take care of the inmates' families now. So those programs are pretty much unprecedented. I don't know if anyone else do anything like that. So be sure and give Kayla or Dara a call at any time at the 877-762-4560. And Dara and Kayla, if you don't mind, I'm just going to mute myself for a second. Talk to them just a second about in the interaction with the family members or the agents themselves or anything as far as the Golden Phoenix since you've been working with us, and tell us what your personal opinion is.
Well, with the Golden Phoenix program, what we're running into is we have a few inmates that do not have family out there anymore, and we're needing to find people to invest and basically fund this inmates program so that we can get our pilot program off the ground and show the government that it works, so that we can get it in behind bars so they can be making money there as well as just not at home.
Okay, Kayla, did you have anything? All right. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's it for today. We'll sign off for now, and we will be back next week, hopefully, on Friday from 11 to noon, or maybe 11:30 to noon 30, something like that. Sometimes we take a break and slide the schedule around a little bit. Hopefully, the weather will be a little more accommodating next time. Not so many freezing cold weather or so much to look at. Until then, I appreciate everybody for being here, and we'll just take our time and end the broadcast now. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach the 877-762-4560. We'll forward to either Dara or Kayla, or of course they've got their individual numbers set up as well. So we'll look forward to talking to you guys next time, and until then, we'll see you next time.